Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was Neglected and Had the Ultimate Weapon. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing, this shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Shiroz179 for suggesting this idea. Now I'm gonna tweak this idea a bit. I'm gonna say this in advance. Now moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and please do comment your idea. I really love reading your comments, and yeah, most of them are even to ideas. They give me a lot of inspiration for my own works and ideas as well. And sometimes if I like most of them the most, and I end up making them. Anyways, this was quite interesting one, so without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 8 years after the Kyuubi attack, as we go towards the said village shinobi sector, inside which a house was situated. It was a small house, but it had an Uzumaki swirl displayed on it, as this was the house of the current Hokage, Minato Namikaze, and his family. As we go towards the backyard of the house, where we see two redhead kids, one boy, one girl, both 8-year-old, were training hard, as a red-headed woman was watching over them. Now this was none other than Kushina Uzumaki, and both of them were Menma Uzumaki Namikaze and Mito Uzumaki Namikaze, being taught by their mother as they were training heavily. Why was this going on? Because both of them were the Jinchuriki of the chakra of the Kyuubi no Yoko, possessing yin and yang side of it, and to master it they had to train early on and focus. But it wasn't always the serious training. They always laughed and had some light-hearted moments as well, like today. But unknown to them, they were all being watched from their own house, upstairs from behind curtain through a window. As we see a blonde kid who had a serious deadpan expression on his face, as he had blue eyes which seemed cold, as the curtain was let go by his hand, as he went towards his bed and sat down and sighed. As that is when a voice spoke to him from within. "What is it, kid? Why the long face?" "What do you want, Kurama? Leave me alone. You know that I'm just sulking, right?" "Then don't, kid. I don't even get it why you still linger to even an ounce of hope that they're gonna let you join in. Last time I checked, you didn't display any qualities of a shinobi. Even if you only possess the soul, they should have trained you, but no, here you are because you didn't display even an ounce of, talent that your siblings showed. I get it, but that doesn't mean that they have the right to just say that I'm not fit to be a shinobi and just place me at home." "They didn't say that, Naruto. What they did say was that you will be taught in the academy." "Yeah, like that is gonna happen." "Naruto, are you still hell-bent on what happened last year?" "I still don't get it. How could have they forgotten about me? I mean, it was my birthday too, and they went out to celebrate, leaving me all on my own. And they had the even gal to lock the house. I stayed in the cold night outside, Kurama. You were there with me, were you not?" "I know, kid." "And I don't get it. Why are you still siding with them? I thought you hated her." "I did, but I don't hate you, kid, and I want you to be positive as much as you can be." "I don't get it why you want me to be positive and all that. Heck, I don't even get it why the Kyuubi no Yoko, who at one point tried to destroy our home, is so friendly with me." "You're different from them, kid. You didn't demand for anything once you saw me. You were at your lowest and were the most desperate out there. Yeah, you don't have to say that while like you're rubbing it in. I'm serious, kid. You didn't ask for anything, even an ounce of my chakra." "Not like you have any. And plus, if anything, I want to prove them that me alone, have strength. Even without you or your chakra, I can be strong." "True, and that is why I still haven't given up on you, kid. Because you are my only hope in humanity." "What?" "I told you that someone close to me once said that I have to have hope in humanity, but I told you that over the course of years, I lost that hope because the humanity, or as you call the Shinobi Nation, just fought one another, spilled so much innocent blood, a lot of collateral damage, innocent killed, caught in the crossfire, remember?" Yeah, I remember that. Then why am I different? I mean, if anything, if I become a shinobi, then I will go and follow the same path as them. As Kurama then said, true, but you're different, kid. More different than you think. You don't even know yourself. Whatever. I have enough. I'm gonna go fix myself some dinner. Early? It's not even evening yet. I have to. I don't want to listen into their, motivational speeches and all that. I want to eat as fast as they can without seeing their faces and get back at my room. As Naruto opened the door, he was surprised that he bumped into someone because most of the time at this time the house was completely empty because his siblings and mother would be training in the backyard. As that is when he got up and saw that it was his father, whose scrolls had fallen to the floor. Huh? What are you doing here, Dad? Oh, Naruto. I didn't know you were in your room. Well, that is the place where I stay the most time. Anyways, what about you? Why are you home? I thought you would have been at your work as a Kage and all that. Well, I was running some errands and I was, bringing these scrolls in. Scrolls, you see. How about this? How about I place them in your office? Really? You'll do that? Yeah, I'll do this. How about you go back to your work? I'll place them in your home office, in the library section, right? Correct. Thanks, son. I owe you one. Yeah, whatever, Dad. As Minato ruffled the hair of his son unknowingly, as Naruto shoved his hand away and grabbed the scroll, and just before going away, as Minato was quite confused. Maybe he's, reaching the age of the edgy teenagers, I guess. Anyways, as Minato, seeing that there was nothing wrong, disappeared with a yellow flash. As Naruto, now inside his father's library, placed the scroll down, and as he was about to leave, something inside of him, his curiosity piqued as he went back and opened the scroll to read. Naruto, what are you doing? Said a voice from within. It was the fox again. Kurama, what is it? Don't try to, scare me like that. I'm not scaring, kid. What are you doing? Why are you even acting like this? You're not my parent or anything, right? I have to keep you out of trouble, kid. And I don't want you to be in any sort of, trouble or mess because 1, you're weak, and 2, I won't be able to defend you if something happens. These scrolls can be dangerous, Since they are given to the Kage himself, they could be booby-trapped or something. Yeah, whatever. As this was going on, Naruto was scrolling through scroll after scroll and finding nothing interesting except for the documents of the village. He found a scroll that was quite old within. Wait, what is this? It looks quite old, like a relic almost. As even Kurama was silent. Kurama? Naruto. Could it be? He thought to himself, if that scroll is what I think it is, I have to see for myself. Kid, I want you to open that scroll, the old one. What? Why? I don't want to damage it. I don't want to get in trouble. Someone said that. Kid, I'm serious. You have to see for yourself. Who knows what you might find something even interesting. As Naruto picked that scroll up and placed it on the table, as soon as he opened it, there were some kanjis written down. One who wished for the ultimate weapon can find it after following this path, and only those with the purest of heart will be able to find the weapon of light or the weapon of darkness. As instantly Kurama's eyes widened. It can't be. It is it. But why would he? How did it even ended up here? As Kurama's eyes narrowed. Kurama, I guess it's some sort of puzzle or something. Kid, I want you to take this scroll for yourself. What? What do you mean? I don't want to get in trouble or something, What if Dad wants it back? It's most likely not, because it has been sitting here collecting dust. I want you to try to decode it as much as you can, kid. Okay, I guess. As Naruto grabbed that scroll, and after placing everything as it was in order, he left his father's library and arrived back at his room. As after that, time began to pass by as the academy years were soon beginning as Naruto now focused mainly on decoding the scroll as much as he could. He usually now, after talking to his father, went inside the library to read some history books regarding that scroll and the locations that were mentioned within. And to his surprise, he was able to decode the first location where the map led. I'm able to find out where it leads, I guess. Where? It tells me to go towards Suna. I don't know why. Suna, huh? What do you say, Naruto? How about we go there? What? Are you crazy? I mean, it is worth it. We can try. As Naruto then said, it's not worth it, Kurama. I mean, seriously, it's already bullshit enough. I tried so hard for the past few months to decode it or something, and it all leads to Suna. Maybe it is some sort of trap or something, I don't know. And not only that, not like my family will, not notice that I'm not here. They will find out in an instant. That is correct, I guess. As Kurama remained quiet as Naruto went to grab some dinner, as he was arriving downstairs, he halted as he heard some voices from within, and another voice. I'm telling you, kid, it's either Menma or Mito. Naruto's out of question. The kid, he doesn't even show any ounce of talent. As Naruto's eyes widened as he heard this voice, it was his godfather, the one who was the nicest to him. As that is when Minato said, true, but he's still my son. I don't want to leave him behind. Listen, Minato, it's not for that much long. At best, it will be for a few years. By the time they are ready to graduate, I promise you we'll be back. We'll be back? Where are they going? As that is when Kushina, his own mother, then said, Minato, if the whole world's fate depend on it, we can't just ignore it for Naruto. Can't ignore it for me? Yeah, Dad, I mean, Naruto's not gonna go anywhere. After all, he avoids trouble. If anything, he stays cooped up in his room all the time. He wouldn't even notice if we're gone, like now, or anything, as Mito and Menma chuckled. As Mito then said, yeah, he is that lazy bum who stays always locked up in his room. I mean, I don't get it. How can he be a part of this family, right? As Menma chuckled at that as well. And that is when he heard a faint laughter of his own mother. I don't know why, but he is your sibling, so no laughing. As unknown to them, this was quite hurtful to Naruto. Is this what they think of me? A burden? We can't leave him alone, Sensei. Minato, the fate of the world depends upon their shoulder. You have to. I mean, it's only for a few years. We'll be back like nothing. And as they said, Naruto wouldn't even notice, if anything. True, he mostly cook his own stuff as well as stay in his own, room, but he will notice. And he's my son. If you have forgotten, Kushina, we promise that we're not gonna leave one of our own alone. Minato, this is important. Kushina is ready to go with Tsunade, with Mito, and Menma is ready to go with us. Both of them need you right now, more than Naruto ever would. As Naruto was quite hurted by this, hearing enough, Naruto stood still there, trying to process this, as Kyuubi or Kurama, taking a notice, felt sympathy for the kid. Kid, let's go back to your room. You heard enough. I want to hear what they have to say. Fine. But I don't like this one bit. Not one bit, you hear? As that is when Minato then said, I'll go talk to him. And after explaining everything to him, only then we'll decide. As that is when Naruto heard his father come towards him, as Naruto dashed back into his room and locked the door. As that is when he heard a knock. Naruto? Naruto? Are you in there? As Naruto didn't speak, just laid down on his bed. As that is when Menma then said, Dad, he might be asleep. Usually he's lazy and, he's sleeping most of the time, so don't bother. Why don't we leave him a letter and, it'll be sort of a prank-like thing. I don't like this one bit, you guys. Come on, Dad. What could go wrong, I mean? Seriously. Not like he can do anything or something. And he's our little brother. He has to listen to us, obviously. Minato, said Kushina after a sigh. He won't do anything. He's our child. I know him as his mother. No, Kushina. I don't like this even still. Minato, we have to go now. Right now is the most optimal time to leave without being detected. I have already informed Sensei and he's more than ready and is waiting for us at the gate already. What? Damn it. I'm sorry. As Minato thought to himself, I'm sorry, son. Alright. I have already packed the stuff, Minato. What? Yes, while you were arriving, I already did. We'll be waiting. Just don't take long. I'll take some stuff with me, like scrolls or stuff, and meet you there. As after packing the scrolls, Naruto, with tears in his eyes, remained there. As Minato then slid the letter in and placed a hand on the door. Unbeknownst to him, Naruto was sitting right beside the door, next to it. Son, I'm sorry, but we'll be back, I promise. I don't like this one bit as much as you do, I know that. But the thing is, we have to do this for the sake of the world. I don't know why we can't train them here, but Sensei is forcing that they should be trained in the, Toad's Mountain as well as the Slug Mountain. I promise you, once I come back, I'll train you myself, all you want. And you can lay it all out on me. Lash out as much as you want. I'll listen to you, I promise. Just don't do anything stupid and stay out of trouble, Naruto. You're a smart kid, I know you would. And there's some money left, okay? For you to take care of yourself in the drawer in my library. I'm sorry, son, said Minato, as Naruto heard some droplets fall to the ground. As it was Minato on the other side crying. As soon after that, Minato disappeared with a yellow flash as Naruto opened the door, seeing that his father has disappeared and left. As Naruto wiped off his own tears and had a little smile on his face. You know what, Kurama? Maybe you were right. Not all of my family is bad. At least there is someone who is willing to go that far for me. Told you, kid. But I do hate the fact that Kushina and the others would think like that. How about we prove them wrong? But how? I don't even know that. Listen, kid, the house is all to yourself for the time being. And nobody would notice you if you go in and out of the house. And you have the keys to lock it, remember? It is in the Shinobi district and no thieves would linger even here for a bit. You're right about that. How about that map we found? It is time for an adventure maybe of your own. You know what? I guess you're kind of right. I'll try to find what it is. The weapon of light or darkness. Sounds like something interesting. As after that, Kurama was happy that he was able to cheer Naruto up. As that is when he also thanked Minato. Because of his persistence and kindness, he was able to win over Naruto. As Kurama sighed, thank God. Phew. As now we see, Naruto then went and picked up that scroll and began to see through it. As that is when he went to his father's library, and to his surprise he was able to find a scroll in which a map that was created and traced out by the shinobis who were spies of Konoha of Suna. So this is the map. We have to find out the exact location and how to get in. These are the routes that lead within the village, but after getting there I will be easily detected. I need to find the best one so that I will be able to find the next clue. Or whatever it is there. As now we see, Naruto, it took him whole 8 days to trace out the perfect path. And not only that, also how he was gonna go in and out of the Konoha as well as of the Sand Village. And after the whole preparation was done, he took a bit of money that his father left behind, and after grabbing the important stuff and the map, he left on the journey. Without being unnoticed, he left. As now we see, it took him 3 days to get to Suna at his civilian pace. And after arriving there, he was standing quite far away from it. Alright, now we're quite far away. There should be some rocks here in the desert where the hidden passage is hidden beneath the rock. As after arriving there, Naruto found a huge amount of rocks, and after moving few bits of rocks, he was able to find a wooden door, a passage that led to the underground tunnel that led to Suna. Well, it's now or never, said Naruto. Go on, kid, and be careful down there. Alright, Kurama. As after that, Naruto went inside, and thanks to his map guiding through the tunnels, he was able to arrive safely within Konoha through an alleyway from behind a dumpster, as there was a vent there. As Naruto vented and arrived there. As after arriving there, Naruto grabbed a rag from nearby and covered himself. Without looking suspicious, he was able to blend in completely, and following the map, he arrived at the edge of the village where seemingly there was an abandoned home. As Naruto ventured deep within those alleyways, and after moving a lot, he was able to come across a huge and almost seemingly old house, which was almost decaying. What? The map leads here. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a house that is just rotten and being destroyed, almost like a ruin. Maybe we made a mistake, Kurama. No, kid. You have to look underneath the underneath. You have to be what many say, like a shinobi. Always look underneath the underneath. Even though it looks like this, you have to see what it is. I guess so. As Naruto then went inside, and to his surprise he found nothing. As usual, it was a destroyed home. As Naruto then followed a few steps, and then he was standing there. As suddenly he looked at the map and then waited for something, and nothing. Well, that's it. There's nothing here, Kurama. We wasted a lot of time and money traveling here, you know? Jeez, kid. Be patient. Look, there's something being written now on the scroll. As Naruto watched, as the sun rays entered the home, they began to cast a pathway as Naruto traced the lights as he arrived in front of huge planks that were almost destroyed on the floor. As Naruto ripped a few planks out, and to his surprise there was a almost ancient wooden door that was almost decaying. As Naruto opened that, and there within was a scroll covered in mud. As Naruto carefully grabbed the scroll out. Damn it. Is this a storage scroll? As Naruto then almost opened it immediately before it could rip or become useless, and there was a puff of smoke and another scroll appeared. As Naruto opened it, and within it was another map that needed to be decoded. Congratulations, you are able to find the next step. Now, to arrive to the next step, you need to decode this. After all, remember, the weapon of light and darkness hold great values, and it can change the tide of the world in itself. As Naruto was quite confused. What is this? Is this some sort of a joke? I came all the way from Konoha to Suna without telling anyone. I gotta admit, the journey was quite nice, but still! Now I gotta go back and decode this? Kid, be patient. And besides, if you linger here too much, people are gonna notice. We have to leave. As Naruto, trying his best to be undetected, left the way he arrived. As soon as he was away from Suna, now we see him standing near the rocks as he looked at the village from far away. I can't believe this. All this journey here for another piece of scroll. I don't understand why, Kurama, you're so enthusiastic. I will tell you once you find it. Deal? I don't get it. Fine, I guess I have nothing better to do since nobody's gonna train me and nobody knows me in the village so much, so yeah, I guess I'll do this. As it took a week or so for Naruto to get back at his home, and after staying there for a few days, there was a knock on the door, as Naruto was quite surprised. As he ventured downstairs to find that it was the third Hokage who has been reinstated as the current acting Hokage after his father departed. Naruto, are you inside? Yes, minute, please, I'm coming. As after Naruto arrived at the door and opened it, Hiruzen stood there with a soft smile on his face. Listen to me, Naruto. I was wondering, would you like to, go out and have some lunch? Okay, said Naruto. After locking the home, they went to Ichiraku ramen stand, and there they had a bowl of ramen. As after eating so, they were walking back, as Hiruzen then spoke. Listen to me, Naruto. I know this may sound, well, quite odd, but they had no other choice, okay? They needed to do this. The responsibility is way too much on your sibling's shoulder. And your parents, they had no other choice but to leave you behind. Now remember, if they could, they would have. I know, I heard everything. As Hiruzen was shocked. What? You did? Yes, I was there the whole night. To be honest, I don't care about anything. I'm just happy that there was someone who gave a damn about me, at least. I see. So, how about this? Your father, before leaving, he requested me that I personally overwatched you and took you under my wing to train you. So what do you say, Naruto? Would you like to? I appreciate it, but I have to decline. What? What do you mean? Most of the kids would be, at your age jumping with joy after hearing such words, but I guess you really are different, as Minato said. Yeah, I don't wish to, cause any trouble. It's not a trouble, Naruto. Usually, thanks to Minato, I'm able to do a lot of paperwork immediately. And not only that, I have enough time so that I can train you. I insist, you need to at least learn how to defend yourself. If it's not a bother, I guess, said Naruto, as both of them stopped as Naruto's home arrived. Alright then, Naruto. I'll meet you tomorrow at the training ground 8. Arrive there, since it is the abandoned training ground, we can use it. At what time? At 9 a.m. sharp. I'll be there, waiting. Okay. I'll be there. Thank you, Hokage-sama. You won't regret this. As Naruto closed the door shut, Hiruzen with a smile began to leave. Well, it seems like you had nothing to worry about after all, Minato. You really had a good boy who had a good head on his shoulders. I guess I was worried for nothing. As on the other side, Naruto was quite pleased with what his father has done. Even seeing that he had no choice but to leave, he was quite thoughtful of him. As Kurama then said, Kid, you have a scroll to decode? And what's with the training? Why are you so focused on it? I thought you... Well, look who's talking. You were the one who said that I might have a talent or so. Now if I'm focusing, then you're the one saying that I don't? Come on, at least be honest with me. Jeez, kid. You're on to something here, and something big. I can see it. Why? I don't even know. Are you so interested and infatuated with these scrolls? I mean, for all I care, this could be a huge, obnoxious prank in the end. Led to me by my own father. Even if it is, you have to go through with it. It will help you out in the long run, I promise. As now we see, Naruto, after decoding some of the bit, went to bed. As deep within his mindscape as we see, Kurama was in deep thought. You don't understand, kid. These scrolls, they're not a prank or just old scrolls. They are the scrolls written and coded by Asura himself. My brother. I don't understand how it ended up here, but I remember before his fight with Indra, he was the one who created this, as his father told him to hide both of his own and his brother's weapon after they were done training. As now we see a flashback as in which a young Asura was shown after becoming the leader of his father's clan, and his brother left for a training of his own. Why are you doing this, brother? Said a young Kurama. Ah, Kurama, I have to. It was father's request. He said something about the future generation, a child of prophecy finding it, and then he will choose either he will wield my brother's weapon or mine. What? Why would you do that? I mean, these weapons are quite powerful, literally. They possess almost all of your chakra and essence within them. They were created by such, right? Yes, Kurama. They were. My weapon and my brother's weapon. Both even look equal and the same, but they have the abilities to either destroy or preserve this world. As father have mentioned, the prophecy is quite stiff and heavy, and it all is to be burdened upon a child in the future far ahead, in which everything would be seemingly much more bloody. And that is why I want you to be, if you see this, or any of your siblings see this scroll, I want you to be more focused and get to know this human and choose if he is worthy of it or not. And if possible, as Asura smiled and said, try to make sure that he chooses my weapon, not because of any competition or anything, but I just want this world to be preserved and saved like my father wanted, right? I guess so. Thanks, brother. Thank you. As with that said, Kurama had an end of flashback, as now we see him in the present. I'll make sure, Asura, your dream comes true. Our father's dream come true. I won't let kid divert to the darker path. Thank God Minato had enough mind of his own to at least speak. And that idiot Kushina, I can't believe it. It is time I help out the kid as much as I can. Kid really needs it. And this time is the most crucial one at all of that. I won't let this world be destroyed, even if I hate humans, said Kurama with more conviction and focus in his eyes than ever. As now we see the next morning arrive and Naruto arrive at the training ground, where his training began. As it was quite a brutal training. But this was now going to be his life for the current future, while as long as he decoded the scroll. As now we see, on the other side, in the land of fire, hidden in the capital, at a place was where Minato and Kushina has decided to meet for the time being, after training for a few months now, after they left. How's the training going on Mito and your end? It has been going smoothly. Mito's already have made the, well, summoner of the slugs, and now she is trying her best to uphold Katsugi-sama's standard. And on the other side, I want to ask you the same, Minato. Well, Menma is having some troubles with the toad. Chief is giving him not any slack off, and so is Ma and Pa. They're trying their best to teach him, and he's learning everything like a sponge absorbs everything. I still am worried about Naruto. You don't have to, Minato. He's our son, Kushina. I don't know how you can be so chill about it, but I can't. I'm continuously worried about him. Maybe I worry too much or I'm paranoid, but he's a child who is similar age as them, and he's different from them as well. He's alone at home and under no one's watch. Even if we ask them, our friends in Hokage-sama, to watch over him, but not almost 24/7 he will be. And not only that, what if Eva or some of other shinobis find out about this and attack him? Minato, you're worrying too much. Nothing of that would happen. What more important is, what's more important? How can you say that about your own child? As Kushina's eyes widened, realizing what she was about to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Maybe it's because You're right. I have been not a good mother to him, have I? Same could be said about me. I haven't been a good father to him. But what we can do now is just focus on their trading and continuously worry about his safety. Don't do anything stupid, Naruto, Minato thought to himself. As on the other side, the siblings, who have also gathered, were talking amongst themselves. I kind of miss him. Nissan. Naruto? Yeah, I guess so as well. I mean, whenever we had a fight or a fit, he was the one who was able to calm us down and all that. Even if he is different, he is our sibling in the end. I guess. He is an Uzumaki. Even if he wasn't, he is our brother at least. I'm worried about him. He's at home alone. What if he gets sick or, attacked? That won't happen. Konoha is quite secure for him. As long as he stays out of trouble and in there, nothing will happen to him, said Menma, as his eyes were narrowed with focus, as he then said, we have to train, not for only our and this world's sake, for our family's sake at least, for him. So let's give this our all, Mito. Hi, you're right about that, Nissan. As this was going on the other side, Naruto the next day arrived after a harsh training as well again. That old man is gonna kill me with all this torture. Kid, it's endurance training. He's trying to make sure that your body is able to endure all of the things that he throw at you. And not only that, you're making some progress here now, kid. You're right about that, but still, I can barely move my muscles. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna hit the bed now. As Naruto was about to sleep, Kurama stopped him. Kid, remember the scroll? Come on, Kurama, it can wait. No, kid. Seriously, focus. As Naruto, after hearing enough, then decided he was. As he opened the scroll, and to his surprise, he was able to decode it today, finally. I did it. It's done. What does it say? It leads all the way to... What? It can't be right. I mean, seriously? What is it, kid? It leads to Uzushio Gakure. All the way there. I don't understand how or why. Kid, you have to go there. And what's this? Numbers? I have to decode them first. You'll decode them on the way. You have to leave now. Go and ask him to take... the old man to take a few days off. But before that, there was a knock on the door. As it was Hiruzen himself. Naruto, can I talk to you for a bit? What is it? It seems your body has taken a huge toll and strain. How about we relax for a month, okay? I have some work to do, and a Kage Summit is coming up again. It's an annual summit that happens between each and every Kage of the village at the Iron Country, so I'll be off on a Kage Summit for a month or so. Stay out of trouble and train as much as you can with the things I have taught you, okay? Okay, I guess. Okay, kid. Take care of yourself. With these words said, Hiruzen left, as on the other side Naruto was now left wondering to himself. Well, would you look at that? Opportunity right walked to your face, Naruto. Don't deny it. We have a month worth of, time at our hands. We can go there and grab that other scroll or clue, or maybe finally be able to find whatever it is. I don't know, Kurama. Are we able to do this? Can we? You have to try at least. You can do this. I trust in you. For a fox who is 8 times as strong as me and larger than me, you have quite been enthusiastic about this. A tiny piece of scrolls made by the same ningens that you hated and detested. I guess you're right, but I'm telling you, you'll find something interesting, and I promise you I will tell you why I'm so infatuated with this scroll once you find it. Alright, I'm going. As after that, Naruto did some research, and through his map he was able to find out the optimal pathways to go there. Thanks to his father being Hokage, he had access to this much of location and information. As now we see Naruto grabbing up same things again, departed on another journey without being noticed the next few days later. As soon after Hiruzen and his entourage left. As now we see, Uchiha was nearby Iwa and Kiri border as well as Konoha's border, so Naruto had to take a long route and be quite discreet to avoid any checkposts as well as the shinobis ongoing and oncoming. So Naruto traveled. It took him 8 days to arrive there, where Uchiha borders could be seen. Alright, Uchiha is in front of us. It's now or never. As Naruto saw an old boat, and after gulping for a bit, he stood on it, and to his surprise, the boat was able to float at least for the time being. As Naruto arrived at the shores of the Uchiha Gakure, and after exiting the boat, he ventured inside, and to his surprise, there was a barrier which he was able to cross, being a half Uzumaki. Alright, now what? As it took Naruto a few hours to finally track down a huge pathway inside a huge chamber that was hidden behind a wall, and seemingly was let down by stairs. And after arriving there, Naruto found another scroll. Not again, another scroll? Kid, be patient and open it. What if this is the final clue? I don't know, Kurama. At this rate, all I'm gonna do is we'll be on a wild goose chase. It happened to me already twice. But since I'm already here, what's the harm in looking into the scroll? As one Naruto opened the scroll, his eyes widened alongside Kurama's. Now you have arrived at the final destination. It's either go forward or go back at all. And forget about the scrolls, because their writings will be erased from here on. As to Naruto's and Kurama's surprise, the writings was erased, and the scrolls were now blank pieces of paper that turned into ashes. Damn it! It's now or never. I have to do this. What should I do? If I go back, everything will be back to normal, and it will all be for naught. I took the risk. I traveled a lot for this. Kid, go onwards. But what if Gigi arrives back? Things could be... I know, kid, but you have to try. Trust me. Alright. As now we see, Naruto gulped as Naruto saw the map leading out on the outside of the Uchiha Gakure. As after arriving outside through the tunnels, he was led to a secret shore in which a boat was hidden. And the boat was in the most pristine condition as possible. But Kurama knew that boat. That was from the Otsutsuki clan. What is it doing here? I don't understand. I remembered that one of the Uzumakis was direct descendant of Asura, but still. How long has this place been here, like this, preserved? Alright, kid, take that boat. But there are no paddles there to row the boat. Just sit on it. It'll be fine. As soon as Naruto sat on the boat began to move on its own. As now Naruto was quite shocked. It took him 3 days worth of travel by boat to arrive where the boat was taking him. As finally arriving at the shores, which was seemingly on the edge of the elemental nation, Naruto was shocked to find a village that was abandoned, as the fog was surrounding it, but the village was as pristine as possible. I don't believe it. What is this place? This symbol, what does it represent? This is the Otsutsuki clan compound, Naruto. The clan compound of the Sage of the Sixth Path and his children. As Naruto's eyes widened after hearing this much, my home, my birthplace. said Kurama, as now Naruto was shocked. What? It can't be. As Naruto was in shock, we go towards Amigakure, as the red clouds were on the horizon. They have been gathering information, and to their surprise, they have been quite intrigued. Intrigued by one specific individual, a Jinchuriki that was not so important, the soul of the Kyuubi no Yoko's holder, Naruto Uzumaki. Why is the kid going on around? He was seen in Suna, and not only that, he was seen near the border of Konoha, Kiri, and Uchiha ruins. And the kid disappeared after that. Nobody knows where he went. It has been a few days since he was last seen, and he's not back at Konoha as well. As Itachi's eyes narrowed, where could have Naruto gone to? He thought to himself. As that is when we see Pain then said, the leader, regardless of where he has gone, he's not that much important. But Zetsu had fear of his own. But we have to be sure. What if we have to need it? The soul as well. We will find it. He's not that much of a target. I have been observing him, said Itachi. He doesn't possess the skills of a shinobi as well. He'll be an easy one. Huh. Then why are we worried about some kid running around on a wild goose chase? If he dies, he dies. I mean, we'll be able to revive the Tentals regardless. Correct. Zetsu, you're worrying too much. Everyone here is right. We should focus on our mission and try to gather as much knowledge as possible. As this was going on the other side we see Zetsu alone. Damn it. They don't understand. How would they? They don't even know what is going on with them. We have to find it. Find him on our own before he finds something that he shouldn't have been looking at. You can't mean that. Yes, even we know about the scrolls, but we were not able to find any one bit of the scrolls at all. Damn it all. It was Obito's and my mission while the Kyuubi attack happened to grab that scroll, to find the weapon of destruction, Indra's weapon, but we couldn't. Those two weapons, Astra and Indra's, are the strongest weapon in the whole elemental nation, the strongest creation straight from the chakra of our mother and of our brother, Hagoromo and Homura. Crafted by the materials coming straight from the moon itself. It is the strongest and toughest sword katanas that were crafted, and not only that, they were the most dangerous weapon to ever exist, and the powerful one as well. The weapon that can even destroy Otsutsuki's. If his hand fall upon each or any one of them, there will be destruction. Or worst, he will foil our plans. As on the other side, we go towards Hiruzen, who was in Kage-sama in our country. I'm having a bad feeling about something. I don't know what. As on the other side, Naruto was finally standing in front of two swords that were hanged on the wall. One was a black katana, completely carved in black metal. The other one was a white katana, sheathed in a white, sheath. As Naruto was quite shocked. Is this it? The weapon of destruction, darkness, and the weapon of light? Two katanas? Kid, don't joke. These weapons are the weapons of the Sage Son himself. The strongest weapons to ever exist in the elemental nations. Now you have to choose, kid. What? What do you mean, Kurama? I'm happy to find them. I mean, they're the ancient past. I don't want to touch them or, destroy them or something. They are the strongest weapon to ever exist, kid. They won't be destroyed that easily. Now, I'm gonna reveal some secrets to you. As that is when Kurama pumped huge amount of memories in Naruto's mindscape. As after absorbing everything, Naruto woke up with huge amount of sweat over his body. I don't understand, Kurama. Child of prophecy? Me? Is this it? Yes, kid. It doesn't matter which sword you grab. The knowledge and the abilities of the weapon will be transferred to you, like I did the memories to you. As soon as you grab the hilt of the katana. Now remember that it heavily relies on what you do. There are a lot of innocents as well in this world as there are scums, Naruto. It is up to you to decide. You want to destroy this world or save it? As Naruto was now in complete shock and was hyperventilating. Calm down, kid. Calm down and decide. It is up to you and only you that you can do this. As Naruto gulped, and after that, his hand went towards the black katana, but before he could grab it, he stopped. As then he grabbed the white one. as the black one was destroyed completely and erased. From there, you did it, kid. You grabbed the white katana. You chose to preserve this world. As Naruto then grabbed the hilt and sheathed the katana, as a silver beautiful blade came in front of him, as suddenly he felt a huge amount of shock as his mind was covered with memories. As he witnessed Asura training with the katana and him using the full potential of it. As Naruto woke up, as Kurama was extremely worried about him. Kid, it has been 10 days, you haven't passed out. What was going on? I don't know, Kurama, but we have to go now. We have to go back to Konoha. What do you mean we're in your home? What? But how? I took you back. We didn't have enough time. So as you being unconscious, I was able to gain control over your body. And somehow your steel disappeared as soon as you grabbed the hilt of the katana. So I was able to regain control over your body and use it to arrive here. I'm sorry, kid, to take control without your permission, but I had to. No. Thanks. We got in unnoticed, right? Yes. As Naruto saw that there was katana right next to him, you wouldn't let go of the hilt. So I had no other choice but to grab the sheath and the katana through the hilt and arrive all the way here like this. Thanks, Kurama. So what now, kid? I don't know. What should we do? And suddenly Naruto then was about to sheath the katana. That is when he had vision. Vision as he saw Bath face in Amegakure, beneath which huge gathering was gathered, and these people were gonna cause a huge amount of chaos and bloodshed. Oh my god. Akatsuki. They're at Amegakure. We have to stop them. There's Zetsu, the will of Kaguya with them. Manipulating them. I have to save who I can save. What are we waiting for here, kid? Are you sure you want to do this, though? Irisen-sama will be back at any time. I don't care. We have to do this now. After all, it is my duty now. As Naruto disappeared, using the blitzing speed now that he was able to learn through his dream. How is this possible? My body. Everything as if it has already been trained. I don't know what happened, kid. But you have been blessed by the power of the sage itself and Otsutsuki. Maybe it is normal for them to do so. As Naruto opened his eyes when he stopped for the third time to see that he was already at Amegakure. What? Already? But Amegakure is quite far away from Konoha. It usually takes a week or so. And it took me already 3 days? Yes, it seems so. As that is when Itachi appeared in front of him in a murder of crows. What do we have here? What do you want, Naruto? Quite a beautiful blade you have in your hands. Itachi Uchiha, I need to speak to your leader. It is urgent. And before doing that, you need to subdue Zetsu. Fast. The whole world relies on it. He shouldn't know about any of our members, but then again, why should I do this? You know that I am your enemy, right? I know, but please trust me. You're being fooled by him. I'm sure of it. As after arriving, we see that Itachi brought him in. Because what was the kid gonna do? As after arriving inside, the whole council was gathered. The council of the Akatsuki members. As soon as Zetsu arrived, he was grabbed by Itachi. As Pain then asked, Itachi, what are you doing? Naruto asked me to grab him. I don't know why. As Naruto looked towards the mouse person, Obito. Nagato, everyone. I need you to listen to this. And listen to my words. I'm not joking. You can even testify I'm telling the truth. He's playing you all and us. He is the will of Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess. The plan to revive the Ten-Tail is so that he could bring back his mother and sacrifice you and Madara in return. So he could use a substitution sacrifice to bring back his mother into this world from the seal that the sage placed them on. You'd think we would believe you. Your Rinnegan, it has the ability to grab the information from the soul of your victim, right? Why don't you use it on Zetsu? I promise you that I wouldn't do anything. And why do you think I would do this? Zetsu has been our oldest member. Obito, the Rin attack, everything, even Madara. It was all because of him. He was the one playing you both all along. How do you know so much? You shouldn't be aware of such. I saw visions, okay? I know what is going to happen. And I want you to understand this, because I don't want the world to be destroyed because of you trying to save it. As after that we see everyone was in deep thought as Zetsu was scared. They're seriously considering this? Huh, nice try, kid. But everyone knows that that is not possible. Nobody has such an ability, not even the sage. Oh yeah? Does this bring back any memories? Naruto unsheathed his katana and presented it to him. How do you have that? I think it does. The weapon of Asura Otsutsuki, the son, and the next successor of the Sage of the Sixth Path himself, from the Otsutsuki village itself. You took that weapon? Yes. As Naruto stabbed the katana onto the ground. Mokuton. Wood bindings. As Zetsu was bounded by the woods, as the chakra was being absorbed, as everyone was shocked. You have the wood release? As Naruto then said, check his memories, please. Anyone can do, fine. As that is when Obito himself decided to go, as he used his Sharingan to look throughout his memories because he could manipulate and do that. As after arriving back to the real world, the kid is telling the truth. All of it is. As instantly Naruto then said, after grabbing his katana, I have to eradicate him. As with a single X slash, Naruto was able to kill the black and white Zetsu immediately, ending it once and for all. As Naruto then said, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna allow all of you to leave. As immediately Hidan and Deidara, the Mad Bomber, and Sasori, the human puppeteer, were killed with 3 slashes. As Naruto sheathed his katana, as everyone was shocked and frozen. With 3 slashes, which were blinding, he cutted them down. He could have killed us all if he wanted to. As Naruto looked at all of them, their souls were too much tainted. But as for the rest of you, you still have some sort of redemption between you, as I see it. You can still continue with the Akatsuki, but for the sake that Yahiko wanted it to be. Remember it, Nagato, Konan. Don't let Yahiko's dream die out because of this man, and because of your hatred that this man brew. He's gone now. Same could be said for you, Obito. Rin was not your world. I know that she meant a lot to you, but she didn't want this from you, you know? She would have wanted you to move on and live a happy life. You know nothing about me, kid. You saved me, I guess, and saved many, and allowed us to not make mistake, but remember this. You would never know about anything about us and our pain. I guess I won't, but what I can do is at least try to help you out. As your friend, I guess. As after that, Naruto disappeared as soon as he arrived. As that is when Itachi said, that kid. I don't know how, it kind of reminded me of you, Obito, when you were younger. And I heard from my mother a lot about you. I see. As after that, Obito then said, I'm leaving this Akatsuki. You can continue on without me. So am I, said Itachi. As Itachi and, well, Obito left on their own. And as for Naruto, he arrived back. And after that, we see his family returned. Because it was time for the Genins to graduate. And Naruto has been training hard, as it has been a few years since that incident. Naruto unconsciously have saved the world already, but he didn't demand any sort of recognition. Thanks to Kurama, and thanks to the knowledge that now was possessed in his mind, Naruto not only became the strongest shinobi in the whole elemental nation, proving after becoming Genin that he was the strongest, but also became the quiet sage himself, because the sword gave him the knowledge of the sage. And with the help of the sage knowledge, he was able to once again reunite the nations in the form of peace. And with that, many new relationships grew, as him and Kuretsuchi from Eva got hitched together, and not only them, even Mate Terumi from Kiri was impressed. So, Naruto, not avoiding a war, had to go into CRA with both of them, and had to marry them both. So this way an alliance, a solidified marriage alliance between Eva and Kiri and Konoha was created. And Menma was also dragged in, as he with Hinata and as well as with Yujito was married. So that an alliance between them was made, as Shikamaru and Temari was married. And this way, 5 alliances were made between the major villages, and the minor villages, which were quite small, also benefited a lot from them. The bandits, they were wiped out, and so were the criminals. As thanks to Naruto, the nations grew strong and prosper, and thanks to his family, especially his father. He didn't trust his mother a lot, and rarely talked to her, which Kushina regretted. And as for his siblings, he also avoided them the most he could. But his father, he trusted his words, and also talked to him the most, because his father was the one who ever gave a damn about him. And as for, well, Jiraiya and Tsunade, he avoided them like pludge altogether, since they were the ones who filled these sorts of things in his family, and made them as they were. And they were the least respected now in the whole elemental nations after the things got out. But in the end, everything turned out for the best, as the peace was preserved, and it was all thanks to Kurama pushing for Naruto, and so his father believing in him, that he was his son and giving a damn about him. And it was also Naruto who chose the light over darkness. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!